How's it going, everybody? It's going to be a short video on my progress through the foundations course of the Odin project. I've gone through this course twice now, or I've tried to go through it twice. First time I gave up around rock, paper, scissors just because most of the stuff wasn't clicking for me. As you can see, there's not that many um, what is it called? Uploads to my GitHub. Just because, again, the first time I went through it, it wasn't really clicking for me. But I did start over back in November of 2022, so it's about a month and a half now that it took me to get from the beginning of the course to the calculator project. That's currently where I'm at right now. But the first time I went through it, like I said, I gave up. I gave up around the rock, paper, scissors project. The JavaScript side of it just really scrambled my brains, and I kind of gave up for a while. But the second time I went through it, it's clicked. I've taken my time. I've read through all the projects or the courses and everything. And yeah, pretty proud of myself. Around a month and a half to 2 months from beginning to end, and these are gonna be my projects. The first project off the website is called recipes, and it did not click for me the first time. As you can see, it's very ugly. The links don't work. There's pretty much no CSS styling to it or anything. Yeah, it took me a while to make it too. And the second time I went through it, it took me probably like maybe 2 or 3 hours in one day, which I'm pretty impressed with. It's obviously not the best looking website, but it works. The links work. As you can see right here, there's some styling to it. There's a home button, which just brings you back to the first website. Yeah, all of the links work, and again, this took me 2 or 3 hours. I'm pretty proud of this one. The second project is called Landing Page, and this one I did pretty good on it the first time. Let me see if I can find what they wanted to make me do. It's not here. Anyway, this is how it looks the first time I went through it. It's pretty much exactly like how they wanted it. I didn't add any pictures to it just because, again, it didn't click for me the first time. Let me see if I can find the first one. It's right here. So this is how they wanted it to be done, and this is how I got it done the first time. Again, it looks pretty much identical in my opinion. Obviously it's stretched out, but that's fine. I didn't add any pictures or anything. That was back in like mid 2022 that I did this one. Again, I took a break. Yeah, this is gonna be the second one. I did add pictures and I added some of my own information. That was in November. I want to say like around this section right here, sometime in November. But yeah, I added my own pictures. I made the pictures like kind of double in size or whatever. I think it looks nicer, but yeah, it's pretty much the same as the first one, just a little bit more styling to it. And here's the JavaScript basics section. This is pretty much where I gave up the first time. I got up to the rock, paper, scissors project. But again, none of this really clicked for me the first time. I really struggled on this one. And looking back now, like, I feel like it's a lot simpler. I'm not saying that I know like a lot about it, but it is a lot easier for me now. But the first time I didn't do any CSS, I didn't do any HTML. I was just trying to do the JavaScript side of things. And as you can see, there is no user interface or anything. It's all run through the console log, or through the console, sorry. As you can see right here, everything was just running through console. There's nothing, like, I pretty much gave up on this one. It was just way too hard for me. I don't know, it didn't click for me the first time. That one took me around, I want to say, a month of just trying to figure it out, brute forcing it. But the first time I went through it, I wasn't really reading everything. I was just trying to get like the gist of it. This is my second time running through the rock, paper, scissors project. As you can see, there's buttons. There's pretty much a user interface. It works. The game ends after 5 wins, and there's also a reset button. And this one surprisingly took me like maybe 2 days, maybe 1 full day, and then like the rest was for like just simple stylings, just so it can look a little nicer, better than just like plain background. It's still ugly, but It's better than the first one, that's for sure. This next project is Etch-a-Sketch, and I only have one version of it just because I didn't get through it the first time. But I have it working with buttons, and it pretty much works as intended. It works on hover when you're drawing, and I want it to work on like holding down the mouse button, but I'll probably come back to it and fix it later on. I'm really proud of this one. The last project that I'm gonna show you is the one that I'm currently working on right now. It's the calculator project. It's the last project for foundations. I'm still working on it right now. I'm not even anywhere near done. I pretty much am on step 5, which is make the calculator work. I do have HTML and CSS styled already. The buttons work. It is popping up on display, but the operators are not working yet, or the equals is not working. But I'm pretty close on this one. I feel I'm just kind of taking my time on this one just because it is the last project, and I do want it to work as intended. So those are all the projects for the foundations course of the Odin project. I'm planning on finishing the calculator project within the next couple days, but yeah, let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this. I haven't decided on which path to take. I don't know if I'm going to take Ruby on Rails or the full stack JavaScript path. But if you guys would like to see more videos like this, I'll start recording more videos. All right, laters.